Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I'm here with a fun, relaxing, anything goes type of video today. I have recently gotten some things, whether they be at estate sales, at thrift stores. I've got some things that I've stamped myself. This is just full of a little miscellany that's been kind of gathering up, and I started playing with this and thought, maybe it's best if I just come on. I'll show you a little bit of what I did, and then maybe we can do some things together. So I have all of those just miscellaneous things that probably need to be put away, or I just keep them out and continue to use them. I've got, this is from another project. It's just scrap ribbon and fabric. This is my little basket that I do keep handy, kind of next to me, with just a few little things, some already done ephemera, things like that. Maybe some substrates. There's some tickets. Those go in another spot. Anywho, we got those. And then for substrates, I have, and substrates is just your base. That's the base that we're going to use to make things on. I've pulled out, I have this because I have a journal that I think this will go in. I think it's Mimi's Carousel, or maybe it's the kitty one, but I think this one that says hat on it would go cute with it. These I bought recently. You'll see a haul where I hauled these, and I thought we could use them. They're nice little cardstock, not too heavy. I've got some 1975. These are off of a little mini calendar, so I grabbed those out. I've got an envelope. I've got a couple of what do you call these things? Library pockets and cards. I've got a policy envelope. I've got a couple guest checks. So we've got that. And I also have, this was one of the other things that I did with my scraps as well. So I'll show you this. So we might want to make some things that will go in here, or actually do the pages themselves. So there you have it. So let's look at what I've already done. I created this little guy. These two were in this little one, and then I think there's a bunny in here. We're in some, this is from an auction, as were these. Actually, all of this was, except for this piece. So were those little resin flowers. I wonder if those are still in here. I don't know. So I created that one. I created some little dangle tags. And, oh, I wanted to show you one of the other things that we're going to be using today. Probably the most important thing. There's that one. Okay, this and these are all from, I've got just a couple of Happy Planner stacks. Actually, I have, these are mine, but I do have some that are coming to a live sale. And then I have some in here that are just random ones that I have too. But this is, I think, all, well, maybe I do have some more. I think I do have some people. So I'm going to try to use up a bunch of these as well. And I think that they'll be good. But that's what these were made out of. This background, this is just from a vintage reader. This it was a different flower, and you can see the leaves on it. And then I just put one of these little fabric flowers and a little gem on there. This one came in that auction haul, and if you can't tell, the woman who had these die cut each and every one of those things on there. Yowza. And so I just did a 3-layer little tag using all those little pieces. And I just didn't really think about it. This did not take me very long. This one she did too. It was very quick. There's the little bunny yabbit. Isn't that sweet? And those were all things that came in that. And most of what's in here was in that basket, or in that package. This one, and then I did just a little half pocket. This one, these were in there as well. This one, and this is one of those from the Happy Planner. So there's two little tiny pieces. And then this one. These do not these are stickers, but what I found is they don't stick. So we're going to re-stick her back on there. I thought I did her, but maybe I forgot. So that's kind of what we're aspiring to, if you will. It's just some random fun things. And while we're at it, let's see. I think all of these are too big. I think I've already put a couple into that little baby journal. And if you guys want, I will show you how I made this. I probably will just do the video in hopes that you do want to see how I made this. This little gem is made out of these Daisy D, which is one of my favorites. They don't make them anymore, but I just got these recently, 2 packs of these fabric flowers. And so I took them out and put them in my drawer with all of my other flowers. But I thought this would make a cute journal cover, and as it turns out, it does. So I do have this stuff out. Maybe I'll do that video next, and hopefully you'll want to see how I did it. But it was not difficult whatsoever. But I made this into a shaker. Come on now, there we go. So I should have, when I was covering this, I should have put the strings in between here, and I forgot. So I just used buttons on the front and the back to just kind of re-secure that. I didn't want to sew because I didn't want to change my thread. So I just put some little, that needs some more glue. I just did this one today. I mean, it's also, I sewed it in, hand sewed it in, but a little extra dab of glue doesn't hurt anything, right? So perhaps we can decorate some of these pages in here, but this is the shaker, is just the cover. And then I added some pockets, and these are from those happy planners. But it's just a tiny itty bitty thing. But there's some, oh, this is one of the tags that I did. Just a 3-tier tag. I think I put a few things in here. Not much. So maybe we'll have some time to decorate. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in there. Oh, this one I did as well. So, I mean, I just guess the point is that some of you may have these happy planner things, or just little bits and bobs lying around, or maybe you don't use your bits and bobs like you should. Take some time, grab like a little basket like this. Don't put too many things in it, because that can overwhelm you, and just go to town and have a little fun with it. All right, a little less talking, a little more doing. So let's start with, why don't we try, I like to lay out a couple of these and see what we can come up with. Let's just do two at a time. All right. And oh, I have these I picked up the other day at Dollar Tree, just because, well, I thought in the store these looked more pink than red, but they're not. And then these little orange ones, because I didn't have orange label type things. So let me get started here. All right, let's just pull this one out and see what we've got in here. If I remember right, there's not a lot. Let's start. That's cute. Sometimes I squirrel and I think it's something else that it could be used for, and then I need to divert, but it's okay to not do it all. Oh, I need that tattooed on my wrist. Well, that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can make something with that. And I have my scraps. I have some scraps over here. Let's see if I can find something that, I have a little stack of scraps over here, and I have some scraps. Oh, that's just a little too short. But you know, we can make it a little shorter. And let's see if we make this like a belly band. Okay, that would go there, but we need something for this to sit on top of because it's a sticker. So let's let's get a piece of paper out. I'll just put this in the corner and cut it out so it's a little heavier and it won't stick. And I mean, this is simple. We don't have to do a ton of extras, right? We can just, I have to tell myself that because I like a lot of stuff on my, I just like stuff. So sometimes I think more is more, but there's also times when I think I need to tell myself less is more. All right, I think we can just cut this off right here. Embrace your own pace, it says. Let's do this. Seriously? I just told them I was doing a video. And he's in his bedroom. Gotta be kidding. Can you hear that? It's ringing on my iPad. I'm gonna, oh, I guess it didn't ask me to do that. Come on now. Sorry about that. All right. Child of mine. Today he is, well, both the kids are done with college for the summer. And he went directly to work today. So he started his summer job, or, you know, he had an internship last year. I don't know if this is considered an internship again this year, or if he's just working. I don't know. You know what? That little stinker wants to know what we're having for dinner. Nothing. It's an Oyo. There you go. All right, let's see if I can find... oh, here. When any of these work? Oh, they're not the same size. Oh, these are, though. Those will go cute on there, I think. I'm just going to put one little dot. Hang on a second. I got my nails done, so I don't want to ruin them. My nail tech, whose name is Demery, dang it, these stick way better than I thought, has been on medical leave. She had her wisdom teeth pulled. So she told me, she goes, Mom, do you know that I did your nails before my birthday? Her birthday. And her birthday is just a few days before mine is. So it's been way over a month. And I'm like, well, girl. I mean, they were looking pretty big. Like that one was, I busted. So they weren't in good shape. I'd been working at the lake, so that didn't help anything either. But I'm like, you know, you should consider yourself a pro there, sister. Because all in all, minus that little boo-boo that I had on one of my nails. I this hand, I chipped a nail and broke one. They look actually, and grown out, they look pretty good. So she was back in business today. So we went to Salon Demi Rose. And you know what I love best about it is that I don't like my thumbs as long as the rest of my nails. She does that. When you go to the salon, they're like, they don't want to do that. They want to just put on They want to put it all on, put them and make them all the same. And I don't really need that. Because I know you shouldn't, but I oftentimes use my thumbs as a tool. You know what I mean? All right, this is going to be super cute. And this is a little belly band, so if we want, we can make something real quick. I like these, just, I don't like to necessarily tie it in a knot. That reminds me of that song. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in a bow? If you can't tell, it's spring in the Midwest, and all of us are suffering from the lovely allergies. Dave was really bad the other day, and Demi, I noticed, was really bad today. So we've all been taking our allergy meds, but they're pretty, they're not good. It's just what it is. Your nose runs, your eyes itch. Sniffly snifflesons. So I apologize if that was easy enough. Let's see if we got another one. I don't think there's a lot of really long ones in this. This would have been cute. Let's see, could we, where was that? Did you see that purple? Right there, that pansy. I don't like this purple. See what else I've got. Let's see. What's this look like on the panel? We could probably make it work. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like on here. No. I'm looking to see if there's anything else over here. Am I in this pile? Oh, stuff. Oh, here. What's in here? Here we go. After I pulled it off of there, let's just put it right on here. That kind of looks cute, just like that. I'm not even going to back it. Now I'm going to have that song in my head. Okay, I got to think of another one. There we go. One down. Boom, diggity. Let's do this one. Let's see what I got over here. I do also have some of these still out from when I made those paper clips the other day, so we could use some of those. You know what might be fun to do on this is kind of almost like a, just using some of these up with like a collage. Like, for example, ooh, this one's long. It's longer than that. Let's see. My thought is, here we go. Let's just start slapping some of these on there and see what it turns out like. With reckless abandon. That That one kind of blends in, but I mean, this looks good, but the rest of the color kind of blends in. I mean, these are just things that I don't necessarily use as much as I should. And why not? Just, these would be a great on-the-road supply to take with you. For me, in the camper or when I'm at the lake, because it's compact and there's a lot of things in it, you know? It's one of those things that forces you to kind of think outside the box. Oh, see, those are long too. We need to do something with these long ones. Let's do one of these. Geez, I kind of just like it like that. Although this bird is cute. These are cute too. Can you see these? Not very well. Ooh. There's some good ones in here, aren't there? I kind of like this things to do thing. But no. All right, let's see what else is in here. Squeeze the day. How about this? Maybe we'll put it right up here. I mean, it's very simple. And then we have some phrases and words. Let's see if we got something that will work on here. How about, oh, this is cute. Let go and grow. We got the flowers on there. See, some of these are, you know, inspiration for, you know, you to put in your planner, a little positive affirmation, right? So they don't all necessarily work in a junk journal. Let's see if I got some, well, that blue, let's see, I have this blue. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that's what we're going to get. And then this is kind of, it was just laying here. It just fell in my, I don't know if I like it on there. Let's get this on here first. It just happened to be there. So what kind of projects have you guys been working on? I had, well, I guess, nope, 2 of them were not there. I have had 19 journals on my desk. 2 of them, I'm selling at a live sale, and one of them is my dad's, which it's 90% done. So those will be coming down. So I'll have 16 left. And actually, the farm journals are about done too. So I'm making some headway here, but I'm not asking you because I want you to feel sorry for me. I'm telling you because that seems to be a better way for me to, like, I'm not complaining that I have them all out here. It seems to be a better way for me to exercise the greatest amount of creativity. I feel like when I just have them out and I can just kind of look at them and say, okay, I think I'll work on this one today. I feel like I can be more creative, more creative, and that more, get more done, because I have choices. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Probably not, but it works for me. Now, do I like having all of them out on my desk? The answer to that would be no, because I don't like stuff on my desk. And if you could see my desk right now, you'd be like, well, you've got some issues then, Angela. Because there's stuff everywhere. I don't know that I love that there. This needs a little something, something. Oh, here. What's this little piece? Do I like that on there? Or am I making it? Nah. It's fine just the way it is. There we go. All right, let's use a... We got a guest check. And maybe we'll take this bottom off of this one and make this into some kind of little thing of its own. All right. I really would like to use one of these orange stickies. Let's see how this jot, what are they calling them? Blank file folder labels work. Come on. You know, the beauty of all of this junk journaling is I found that whenever my children or my husband needs an office sort of supply, I seem to be able to come through for them most often. Look at that's cut off at the top. Or maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. All right. Oh, that's interesting. I guess it's just supposed to... Okay, again, once again, I just took that off without thinking it through, but that's okay. We might use more of those. Orange, orange, orange. Do I have this other, this is one of my digitals. This other little mini upcycled box journal that I'm going to do. I'm using my Zenia Digital. So I've got it laying right here. What if... I think these are so pretty. All right, here's what I'm going to... No, I'm not. It's storming today, and we're supposed to have some nasty thunderstorms. I don't... Can you hear the thunder? I don't think we're supposed to have tornadoes. I hope not. I just know it was severe thunderstorms. But I should probably check that, right? This is one of my favorite kits. Well, I love Zenia's anyway. I'm just cutting a little... And sorry I'm not doing that on camera, but I can't see it if I don't. I mean, I can, but I got to stick my head all the way up in here. Man, I am way more congested than I first thought. And I haven't really been doing any videos because my nails were looking so shabby. I've been crafting, but haven't been talking. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Now we need a little extra. I feel like I want this to be wider. Like it, can we do it so it seems like it was made to be that way? Sure can. Do I have any more of these? Ooh, I have this. I don't know if those will work. Oh, these are not on. Yeah, maybe they will. I've got all these randomly stamped butterflies on. Let's see what that looks like. I have the dragonfly too, which is my favorite, but I'll just see. This is just stuff I stamped on a German magazine. We might not like it when we get it up here, but oh my gosh, I've got that song in my head. Sorry if now you have that song in your head. I do apologize. I like how this like comes down here, and it seems like just naturally the way that flower is. It's kind of boring, but I kind of like it boring. However, we do have, I think I put all these, I made some of these too. I had some of those flowers, but ooh, hold on. Let's use one of these little Avery, what are these called? Round labels, circle labels. All right, let's just put these on. First. Ooh, this is not. I'm going to rip that with this one. This is not. Let's go with the cheapo. Elmer's. I always pick these up for my travel bag. They don't always work the best, but I mean, they're not the worst either. All right, what other song can I sing? We had something weird happen. We've never had this happen. Maybe you guys can answer this with Alexa was being... She was... Sorry if your Alexa just went off. I didn't ask it to do anything. She was being very persnickety today. And while we were in the office, Demi has her little nail cart in there. And we were asking Alexa to play music. And Alexa would play a song, and then she would just stop playing it. And then finally it said something like, Alexa is having issues playing songs for you. Well, yeah, we know. Kind of feel like I'm going to get an ink pad. That's not what I wanted to do. I noticed some of my ink daubers have seen better days. We're going to put a word or something on this and dangle this off the edge of that. And we might as well go ahead and give this a little. And I'm not necessarily one that always goes all the way around my piece. I just kind of give it love where I think it needs it. Here, it looks a little more subtle. Ooh. I'm not moving very fast today, am I? All right, let's put a word or something on this. Let's see. Just something fun. But enjoy the now. And maybe just how I liked it. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you can. Why am I whispering? I don't know. Let's do this. Yeah, that's cute. Well, we might as well see what else we got here that we can layer on here. There we go. Now I have this little bulb pin just hanging out here. So we're going to put it all together right on here. So far I haven't made anything for that little journal because these are all bigger, but that's okay. And this little black bulb pin kind of ties in. Or maybe we should have done it on the other side. Am I going to rip it? Probably. Yeah, we should have done it over here. There we go. Cute. All right, what else do we have? We have this policy envelope. Oh, this one we could use one of those long ones on. Yes, yes, yes. This says market list, which is kind of cute. This could go cute in my shopping journal. All right, so I think I want this on here, but I feel like we need a couple layers of maybe some solid paper, some pretty paper, or something. So let's see what I got. Ooh, this might be nice because it's also florals and it's got the green in it. But will that look... Okay, let's do a little piece of this. I think we'll go like there. And, oh, we need to make sure it's gonna, okay. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on my desk. A lot of stuff. And I've just been in this, I think I've shared with you, I just got a lot on my plate, so I haven't been very as methodical as I usually am. And I just need to stop worrying about it. But I think my biggest thing is I have a ton of videos and half of them are uploaded and ready to do all the work on them, you know, to get them published. And half of them are not. And I usually do them in huge batches, which always makes me feel better. And that's just I need to just put myself in my office and just knock them all out. And I haven't done that. So I probably should do that. Okay, let's put this on here. Just give it a little bit of a border. Oh, man. And then we'll just cut this down. And we'll just make it pretty simple. And then I'll put that right over when we're done with, well, Let's Go Shopping Journal. Oh, seriously? This needs a different blade. All right. I kind of like it on the side, and then we can put a little notch in it. And then we can put something inside of it, right? Sure. Well, I have to say, and I'm pretty excited, if you if you've been watching for a while, you know that Dave and I bought a house, a duplex, a 2-story duplex next to Mo's, my grandma's, and we are renovating it. We have one side renovated, and it is a summer, or it's a vacation rental on, you can find it on VRBO and on Airbnb, which I need to update the links so you can get to it on either place. And it has been going smashingly well. So I have a goal, a revenue goal. Of course, I told Dave, I said, oh, I'm only this far from my goal. And then he tried to say, oh, no, and he bumped it up another $500. I said, oh, no, contraire, mon frere. I heard what you said the first time. You can't go back on it. But it is going very well. And we've had some super sweet renters. Guests, I should say. And we're continuing to work on it. And here's a great story. Speaking of flowers and whatnot. My mom and dad are up at the lake right now. I was going to go up, but it rained. So I was like, well, the stuff I was going to do, I can't really do. So, but anywho, there is a place called Central Gardens. It used to be a school. They tore down the school. They made this beautiful, there's some apartments on one end of it, but then there's also like an education center, and then just gorgeous gardens that you can walk through. And every year they have a plant sale. Well, it was last Saturday, and none of us were up there. But my mom happened to stop in and ask about it. And she's like, the lady said, well, no, that was over the weekend. She said, however, this is what we have left, and it's a in-kind donation if you're interested in anything. So Mom was so sweet, because she knows that we need to do a lot of landscaping. I mean, it hasn't been landscaped ever. Really, I mean, when the old people, or not old people, well, I guess they are old now, but when the people that owned it years back when I lived up there with Mo, they didn't really have any landscape, no, there's trees, of course, but nothing, plants or those kind of things. Just not, and if there were, it wasn't anything to write home about. And so she FaceTimed me, and I don't know what she ended up getting, because we went, of course, I'm not really that great at landscaping, really. She's the one that, she and Mo were really, they know what they're doing. I, on the other hand, do not. So, anywhoosies, she got me, there are hostas, there's like, I don't even remember how many, on one side of there's a porch, and then, one door and house is over the side, and on one on the other side. And one side has some hostas, and I think there was a random tulip that bloomed in the backyard this year. One tulip. So she did get a bunch of hostas, different variations, of hostas that would work to kind of, so it wasn't just all of them on one side and none on the other. And I think she said she was going to get some, what did she say? I think she said they had lilies. They had daylilies, and then they had another kind of, I don't remember what the other one was, which are fine on one side of the house. I think those would be good, because it's a lot of space. And irises, I think. So I'm excited to get, now I got to get up there and get them put in the ground. Oh, dang it. Which, I mean, I'm fine at that. I mean, I know how to, just tell me where to put them and I'll, it'll be fine. I kind of can, you know, with what she got, it will be fine because I do know, you know, how large they get and that kind of thing. But, I mean, sometimes if it's something that I just think is really pretty, I underestimate all that. That's my problem with gardening, is I underestimate, like, how big something's going to get. So then I've got something really big in front of something small, and then you can't see it. You know, I've done that before. So my confidence isn't that great on the gardening skills. So I leave it to, I'm just like, just tell me what to get, tell me what to put in, I'm good. All right, now let me see here. What haven't we done? Oh, we haven't done one of these. Let's do this one. Except I kind of like the idea of, no, we'll do it like this. Well, you know, that's kind of cute. Whew, I just got hot all of a sudden. I have the heat on down here. It's so, I turned off the, there's no air or heat on upstairs. Gosh, that looks cute just like that, doesn't it? I thought I had 2 of those. I do. I think this one looks better, though. Let me see if I have one. I was thinking like something like this, but a little bit thicker. Here's this one. No, maybe. Just to kind of pull it together. I mean, this is really simple, but I like it. And then I can leave, I mean, it would be cute to have like a little sentiment or something there, but if I just leave it, how about we put this one up here? Doing it. I mean, these little things are, they're like, they take 5 seconds to make, right? I didn't want to stay on there. Okay, let's give it a little more glue. Then I'll check and see what we have left. Just really simple crafting, right? There we go. And we've been going for 47 minutes. I do think that when it needs something else, but I'm not going to put that on until I actually use it. So, what do we got? We have that. We got a policy envelope. We have a guest check. I really didn't get very much done. And 2 little tags. Well, that's not horrific. I get a whole lot less done when I'm chatting. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that it gave you a little inspiration to use some of those things. Maybe you have some planner stuff lying around, and there's a bunch that maybe you wouldn't normally use. And this is a good alternative for them. So give it a go. Until next time, friends, I want to thank you for being here. As always, you mean so much to me, and I love your comments and to be able to hang out with you. I will talk to you next time. Remember to take time to just be, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.